I've arrived, SFO, International Terminal. Oh my goodness gracious. Waiting for my fellow travelers to arrive. I guess, maybe I could check in first. Okay, we are flying Cathay. This will be my first time on Cathay. Oh fuck. Oh my god. Yeah, I did forget my passport. Obviously, I'm a little rusty in the international traveling department, but hear me out because earlier that day, I made a photocopy of my passport, put it in the photocopy machine, made my copy just to have in case I ever lose my passport on the trip, but I did indeed leave it in the copy machine. Thank goodness I got to the airport early. My sister had just dropped me off to the airport. I had to quickly call my dad, who was already at home, and have him drive it instead of my sister like going to pick it up and then come back. Like, that would just take too long. So, not the most ideal way to start the trip, but what's a little fun without some chaos? Waiting for my dad to save the day. Oh my god. I was on the verge of tears just now, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. He's on his way. He's like 10 minutes out. Everything will be fine. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Yes. We're good. Secured. Where are we going? Where are we going? I cannot relax until I've sat down. This is my first time going to an airport lounge. Oh, where's my pass?
Where's my pass?
Just joking.
You're not admitted. Dude, if you don't have your pass, you're stuck outside. I'm so sorry.
Joking. Oh my god, it smells like food. I was gonna say it doesn't smell like greasy fast food.
Dude, I'm gonna get some wonton noodle soup.
Asian.
Some dan noodles.
Oh my. Oh, sorry.
Why are they standing so still?
Oh my. Oh my god, what's this? So there's ooh, look at those buns. Those look good.
Pork dumpling slide.
Self-serve food items here. Wow, the coffee machine. Okay, it's like 8 p.m. Do I do it? I could make an espresso martini. Here we ordered the noodles. That was so fast. Oh, such a cute little bowl. Such a lovely lounge experience. It's almost time for boarding. I'm well fed, had noodles, snacks, a couple drinks.
Sorry for that. Okay. Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Oh, thank you. You can go now.
Thank you. About to board our first international flight together. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Wait, we're neighbors. Oh my god. Wait, this is perfect. We have our own little room. Look at my neighbor. Freaking out, I'm freaking out. It's hot, it's hot. Okay, let me put my back up. So I can keep my bag here. Oh my god, there's so much space. There's so much space. Oh, I have to make my bed?
And then this is your footrest.
Wait.
You wake up to go brush your teeth later, they'll use this kit and they'll make your bed. So that when you come back, it's good to go.
Wait, but the butt part, is there like a thing that comes up?
Yeah. This whole chair that you're sitting on slides down.
Does this freaking like come out?
Yeah. What do you think? This is cool. This is cool.
God, what kind of flight is this? This is not a flight. This is like... Oh, I can get ready here.
Yeah, a little makeup thingy, a little vanity. A lot of space, huh?
This is lovely. This is oh my god. Oh yeah, what's in our goodie bag? We get to keep these?
Yeah.
This is a good tampon bag. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Walk us through it.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Oh, earplugs too.
Nice.
This is great. This is great.
so that items inside do not fall out. Thank you.
God, guys, what the frick? We are flying business class on Cathay Pacific, and I was not expecting this, but it literally feels like our own private room here. There's no divide or anything, so it's amazing. We got greeted with champagne, orange juice, water, your drink of choice, but of course I had to celebrate this moment with some bubbly. Just had to. But anyway, for the next 15 hours, is this flight 15 hours? Oh, okay. We're gonna be documenting the whole experience. I think it's 11 p.m. 10:30. We have a meal shortly after takeoff. This is the one downside about flying at nighttime. Technically, I should be sleeping, but you can eat anything you want at any point, drink anything you want. I mean, I want to stay up and enjoy the screen and the bed. I'm overstimulated by all of this. It's amazing though. This is so fun. Oh my God, they're coming around with hot towels. Hold on. Oh, thank you. Oh, on the face too? I would wipe off all my skincare if I did that. Can't do that. It's nice. What is this life? I don't know. I don't know. Let's do a quick little seat tour because there's quite a lot. The seat, which reclines into a full bed. We'll see that later. This is the control center here. Is this a reading light? This guy right here, reading light. Lovely. I like that it comes from here and not overhead. Oh, this is the controller for the TV. Sir. Sir. Thank you. All right. We'll fiddle with that. Yeah, those are the presets. The screen. Oh. Oh my God. That's a big screen too. We get these little toiletry bags too. An eye mask. I know I should get at least 4 to 5 hours of sleep on this plane ride. Earplugs. Oh, they give a little bit of skincare. Wow. Hydrating. Oh, I'm still working on it. Thank you.
You got battleship? I'll put you battleship.
Oopsies. We've got a hydrating face mist, a hand and body lotion. Curious about this. Oh, that's nice. Oh my God, this is nice. It's like a face mist. It came in the little toiletry bag. Oh my God. We also have a lip balm. Oh my God, I love a lip balm. Let's try it. If it's anything like my Aquaphor, I'll be so happy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Toothpaste, toothbrush, and a pre-measured out serving of mouthwash. I'm gonna come out of this flight feeling refreshed, rested, well fed, all of the above. Let's enjoy some of the in-flight entertainment, shall we? You can play games amongst different seats. Looks so comfy. Oh, it's doing it by itself? Night night. I want to go full sleep mode. Down we go. It's good that we're, testing everything, playing around with it before it gets dark in the cabin. Oh my God, it just keeps going. It just keeps going. There's no way that I'm fully sprawled out right now. All right, we have the menu that we can, I guess, order from and choose what we want to eat throughout the flight. Supper, served shortly after takeoff, okay? Well, you get all of this. Or is it a choice of you pick? Oh, okay. Oh, so they have like a seafood option, a poultry option, vegetarian, and then like a vegan option maybe? A little cheese board situation, and then dessert. Okay, and then all day, this is what you can order at any time. Oh my gosh. You can get a burger. Oh, caramel popcorn? That sounds good. With a movie later? Should I do an all-nighter challenge on this flight? No sleep? No, that's not gonna be a good idea. And the drink menu. You just mark it down. Wow. Ta-da. It is now 12:38 a.m. We are about to be served our first meal. Feels weird though, to be up at this hour.
Time doesn't exist when you're on vacation.
Yeah. It's already been an hour. My food is here. Wow, what a spread. Guys, my first meal. It smells good. Okay, Let me show y'all what we have. The cod with mushroom, a little side of rice, I believe some sort of soup. I got a glass of Sauvignon Blanc and then some water. Hello, checking in from the full laid out position. We actually only have 4 hours left of the flight. I slept for a really big portion of that, which I'm actually glad I did because I don't know what I was thinking saying I should pull an all-nighter here. This bed is amazing. I watched the beginning of Shutter Island, parts of the middle, and then basically the ending. So there's so many things that I don't understand in the movie, but I know it's a good one and it's like a psychological thriller type of film. Usually when I watch movies though, I immediately run to Reddit afterwards. So it's kind of killing me that I can't figure out what the movie's about and all that, but I'm gonna do that as soon as we land. I slept a good amount, woke up, busted out my Kindle, read 2 chapters of A Court of Thorn and Roses, which I literally downloaded the 5 books of the series. Yeah, 4 more hours. Figured I should check in. Also earlier before actually going to sleep, I freshened up in the bathroom, which felt really nice. This freaking facial spray actually feels amazing. Morning. I slept a little longer, which I was able to sleep a little bit longer. We now have 2 hours left of the flight, so that means it's breakfast time. I got waken up by the lovely cabin lights. They turned into this purplish color, and then boom, breakfast is ready. I chose the wellness breakfast. Oh wait, cheers. Cheers. We both got a mango smoothie. Nice. So excited for this feast. These are nice and warm. Love that. He got the Chinese breakfast, so juk and dim sum. It's interesting, right?
It has been a pleasure looking out for you, and we hope to see you again soon. Thank you for flying Cathay Pacific.
Sadly, our amazing flight experience was over, but on the bright side, this meant our trip was just getting started. We landed here in Hong Kong at around 6 a.m. From the airport, we hopped into a taxi, and I too was concerned about the half-open trunk, but don't be alarmed. Though it looks like our bags could go flying out, they were secured with a single bungee. With it being so early in the morning, the best way to beat the jet lag would be to power through the day and keep busy. So the first thing we had on our agenda was a hike from Discovery Bay to Mui Wo. This trail took us through a long stretch of local farms with plenty of fresh vegetables all around us. This gave a calming glimpse of what village life is like. We came across a small beach off of Nim Shu Wan Bay. Into a monastery, which also had a small garden and pavilion. We continued on the trail, and this is where we really started to climb. Eventually, we reached a couple different lookout points overlooking views of Discovery Bay Golf Course, nearby islands, and our final destination, Mui Wo. Almost 2 hours later, we made it to the Mui Wo food market, where we would be having a well-deserved lunch by the water. Cheers to our very first meal in Hong Kong. day, we got an early start to our morning. One thing I quickly fell in love with here is how efficient, clean, and reliable the public transportation is. It truly is the best way to get around. We opted for the bus to see Big Buddha. A little windy today. Oh my gosh, there he is. There's also a cable car that you can take that goes up to the peak, but since it was foggy and pretty low visibility, we figured it may not be worth it to ride. Tian Tan Buddha is the world's tallest outdoor seated bronze Buddha, located at an altitude of 482 meters on the Lantau Island. The Buddha was built by Monastery and is a famous Hong Kong landmark. This is an extension of the Monastery, which is right next door and symbolizes the union of man and nature. The views of this are magnificent from below, up top, and further away in the distance. You can really notice just how massive this Buddha is once you climb up the 268 steps to the top. Just around lunchtime, we started heading towards Tai O to see this historical fishing village. From the vibrant boats in the river to the houses on over-the-water stilts, it was such a fun place to just walk around, people watch. There's also shops, restaurants, and must-try street snacks. We stopped into Crossing Boat Restaurant, which has its storefront on one side, but we were then escorted across the way to a dining area with views of boats cruising by. The rice and shrimp paste wrapped in lotus leaves plus a deep fried bean curd were my personal favorite dishes.
Oh my goodness. Holy delicate.
Not it pooping. Unlimited food supply for him. Another day, another climb. Today we ventured into Sha Tin to see the 10,000 Buddha Monastery. It was quite literally 10,000 Buddhas lined all along the sides, life-size, gold painted, each with unique faces and gestures. Not only was this a great workout, but the views were spectacular, admission was free, and it's also just a very entertaining hidden gem. We made our way towards Tai Po and even walked 3 or so miles along the waterfront park. The town center here was my first glimpse of just how busy and bustling Hong Kong can be, especially traveling during this time of the year. It was February during Lunar New Year, so it was very, very busy. Walking through, we eventually made our way to Tai Po Market, which is basically a local street market with shops and street stalls. People are selling vegetables, fruits, dried goods, and other products produced to local residents. There's also a whole nother area not to be skipped out on, which is dedicated to the meats and seafood. We did pick up tofu from one of the stalls and some chashu from a nearby restaurant to take home for dinner. I had to stop by this bakery to order one of the few words I can actually say, bolo bao. 1 bolo bao, please. If you followed me more real time during my trip, you may know that I spent shorter stretches of time here throughout the month. Hong Kong was essentially home base. Between my other trips to Vietnam and Bali, which will get their own videos, I got to continue exploring Hong Kong. So exploring the busier city areas such as Mong Kok were definitely my favorite. Plenty of stores to wander into, so many cute boutiques. Central takes the cake though, because this is where I got to try not one, but 2 amazing wonton noodle spots. Coincidentally, they're right across the street from one another. We first tried Max Noodles, which was solid all around. Fast service, tasty food. I do wish that the bowls were bigger because it all happened too fast. The meal ended too quickly. On a different day, we ended up back on Wellington Street to try out the spot across the street, which is Sim Chai Key. It's literally Michelin guide recommended. I'm a foodie in the sense that I love food, but I don't know about Michelin this, Michelin that. But this place, y'all, it was so good. We ended up eating here twice this trip. One time the line was wrapped around the corner, which is typical during lunch, and the other time we did get lucky and had no wait at all. The flavor of the broth, the giant shrimp wontons are so good. If you're eating alone or if you're with just one other person, it's very common for you to share a table with strangers, so be aware of that. But yeah, it's a shame that these 2 wonton places are right across the street from each other. I would definitely recommend trying out both and seeing which one you like best. I love that there were so many other walking distance things to do in Central. I was craving a don tot, so we did stumble upon this bakery, which funnily enough, as I was eating my egg tart in front of the store, I met a girl who watches my videos. Honestly, this was so crazy because I was in Vietnam for a week before this. I had like 2 to 3 days in Hong Kong before going off to Bali. In that 2-day span, I met 3 of y'all. 3. First I met Athena. She stopped me on the MTR. Actually, we were both getting off at Central, I think. Such a cute moment. She was even wearing Gymshark shorts, which I love. Next morning, I meet Victoria as I'm eating my egg tart on the street. And then literally later that night, I ended up standing right next to someone in line at a gelato place. And she was like, oh my God, are you Chris? Like, what? Yeah, meeting you guys in general is so fun and so cool. But when I'm traveling in a different country, I feel like that's even crazier because it's like, what are the odds of us being at the same exact place at the same exact time? But yeah, I met Victoria there, and I can always remember that because we were actually on our way to Victoria Peak. So, you know, crazy coincidence. This is the highest hill on Hong Kong Island. You can either take the hike up or take the historical peak tram, which, I mean, that's up to you, but I did enjoy our round trip ticket. I do wish it was a little bit clearer this day, but nonetheless, you get to see panoramic views of the city and the South China Sea. Later in the afternoon, we did wander into the Hong Kong Zoo and Botanical Gardens. I cannot believe that all of this is just free to the public. You can find exotic wildlife, including orangutans and gibbons. The gibbons, oh my gosh, my literal spirit animal. Wow. So fun to watch. Hong Kong Zoo also has a large aviary with lots of colorful and chirpy birds. Another worthy spot to explore in Central is Tai Kwun, which newly opened in 2018. This site not only preserves, but it also integrates parts of the Central Police Station and Victoria Prison into a heritage attraction for people to see. You can now find beautiful restaurants, cafes, shops, and galleries amongst the parade grounds where police once drilled and felons were detained. The architecture is fascinating to look at, and it's also just a great place to walk around and learn more about what happened here dating back to the 1860s. Right down the street from Tai Kwun is a gelato spot called Messina, which I loved so much. I also came here multiple times. Bonus points to them for their massive flavor selection. Across the water is TST, which we did head towards on one of our nights to see the Symphony of Lights. To be honest, it was a little underwhelming, but still worth coming out for to see the city skyline at night. And that was basically a wrap on my time in Hong Kong. I do wish I could have spent more time here, but that only gives me more reason to visit again. I loved getting to spend time here with my boyfriend and his family, as this is basically their second home, and this is where he spent a lot of time growing up. It's also where my dad was born, and he did move when he was 2, so I'm not sure what kind of attachment he has to the city, but I'm glad that I got to see the fatherland, and I hope that one day my family can see it for themselves too, because I feel like they would love it.